All right, best select of both players are going to get underway for game number 1 of our final match of the day. Best select of both players are going to get underway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players are on the same seed, which is good. We didn't run into the same issue that we did in the last game. Just quickly adjust. There we go. Both players scoring their first Tetrises of the match here. Nice tuck with the J piece there for Myles. Scooty with a couple of burns. And both entering into a drought here. Looking like it's going to be 24 pieces without the long bar. Both players managed to survive. And early on, it's going to be Scooty with the lead on 73,000, Myles 37,000. I just... Scooty... Sure, there you go. Easy as 1, 2, 3. With 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9 afterwards. And maybe you throw in some letters of the alphabet as well, for good measure. If you're feeling like you want to include some letters in there. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. There's also a few other. And I don't know where I'm going with this. 123 for Scooty, 87,000 for Myles. Tetris for Scooty to go to 147, and a Tetris for Myles, and another Tetris for Myles there. Both players with clean stacks as things currently stand. And a nice S-spin there for Myles to set up the Tetris, and there it is, Tetris for Myles and Scooty. 194 to 183, just 11,000 points separating the two players. Kingsman, how did you read my mind and know that I was about to go ahead and talk about the table because I forgot to show it at the beginning? But yeah, as Kingsman has said, Myles has already gotten locked in to at least a playoff position, but Scooty is the only other person in this division so far who has remained unbeaten. Myles is currently 7-0 with a chance to end with a perfect match record. But the one person stopping him in that goal, Myles anyway, is Scooty, who is currently 4-0. So this is a big one here. And again, this is a big opportunity for Scooty here. And of course, a win would secure potential top seed for Myles here. But we'll see if Scooty will crash the party. Scooty is leading on 336, Myles 262. It is indeed a huge matchup. It's quite massive. It's quite gigantic in how just pure hype this match is going to be. Tetris for Scooty to go to 383, Myles 310. Tetris for Myles there. Currently within 2 Tetrises of Scooty. Now 3 as Scooty's going to get another Tetris there to go to 408. But Myles staying within range on 356. Tetris for Scooty up to 454. Myles getting the same long bar going to 404. Still, Scooty holds on to a lead there, but oh, bit of unfortunate pieces there for Myles. Didn't quite get the adjustments done that he wanted to, but no worries. Can still get this dug down, but will be a little while before he will be able to score Tetris at the bottom of the stack like he would, of course, would want to. But obviously with Tetris, you always can't get everything that you want, but Myles is doing a very good job at burning this down so far. Should only be a handful of lines away now. Has a long bar dependency that would be able to clear the well. Scooty in a similar situation here as well, but both players are dealing with the burns very well here. Myles gets the well back open. Is Tetris ready? Scooty's leading on 530, 421 for Myles. Tetris for Scooty. And nowhere else really good to put those Z pieces for Myles here. Myles will go to level 19 on 448. Scooty 555. Myles is still a little bit high on the board here, but is managing okay. And gets another long bar for the Tetris. Brings the stack back down more crucially. Scooty still leading on 561. Myles 504. Scooty 596, Myles 510, Tetris again for Scooty 622. And another Tetris for Scooty 649. Myles, you're going to respond right back 537. Myles not letting this out of reach, but Scooty continuing to put the pressure on. Although both these players have quite clearly shown, especially in the last few months, that they are capable of at least, I would imagine, some potential 29 play simul Tetris for both players there. Both players are almost identically matched in when the pieces drop. And both are going to enter a little drought here. 19 pieces. Myles gets through it. $715 for Scooty. 686 for Myles here. Now $750 for Scooty. 2 Tetris lead. Another Tetris for Scooty to go to 781. Myles looking for some good pieces here. Gets the well back open. There's the long bar Tetris for Myles. Up to 726. Scooty 783. And Scooty with another Tetris. Both of these players playing some excellent 19 here. Some good burns here for Myles. Gets a double to open back up the well. Now just waiting for that long bar. Nice triple. And there's the Tetris for Myles. Level 26. 81,000 points down on Scooty, who's on 853. Scooty in a bit of a drought. Both players in a bit of a drought, and both players will get through the drought. On to the other side. Myles has a T-spin set up here. Does get the T-spin, which sets up the Tetris. Tetris for Myles. Very nice adjustment done to set up the Tetris for Myles. Now on 845 with Scooty. 3 Tetrises in the lead on 953. Level 27, Scooty. Level 28 for Myles. Line deficit of 8 with Scooty in the lead as well and taking advantage potentially of that small line deficit. And Myles will be the first to go to level 29. 892. Scooty looking for that million before 29. His Tetris ready, and there it is. Max out for Scooty on level 28. 1,031 to Myles on 934 on level 30. Myles not giving up at all, though. Gets the well back open. Tetris ready. Tetris for Myles on level 30. Scooty is on 1.07, now going into level 29. Tetris again for Myles, up to 1.01. 50,000 points behind Scooty here. Another Tetris for Myles, 1.07 to 1.05. Almost nothing to separate these two, less than a Tetris. Both are simul Tetris on level 30 and 32 for both players. Scooty has a line deficit of 13 to work with compared to Myles. 263 to 251 is the line counts. Tetris for Myles 1.13 takes the lead. Scooty takes it back with a couple of burns. 1.14 to 1.13. Dirty Tetris for Myles on row 3. Level 33 to Scooty on level 32. Just less than a Tetris separates these two right now. Myles is Tetris ready, filling on that long bar dependency. Tetris for Myles 1.12. Scooty is also approaching 1.2. Now both players, 1.27 and 1.21, level 33 and level 34 for both players. Advancing very well and staying surprisingly efficient. Myles needs a long bar. Needs the long bar. Can't get the long bar over. Tops it at 1.271. Scooty's on 1.264. Needs 5,000 points. And Scooty's going to line out from here. That double will do it. Scooty will take game number 1. And that is a firecracker of a match to start us off here. It looks like Scooty is going to mullen this out. That is fine by me. We shall see if Scooty can get to 39, and we'll see how far he can go after that. I appreciate it, Bent Squirrely. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Very much. And Scooty gets to 39 with the score of 1.38, and that will be more than enough to take game number 1. GG's. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That's a joke, Kingsman. This is the best show around. Even the AdamIrish experience has to bow before greatness of the classic Tetris League. Most of the time. And especially when I'm on it. Both players underway for game number 2 here. Both have a Tetris on the board. Myles has 2 now. But yeah, Boxy. Yeah, it was a reverse sweep from Dog. We got everything there, really. We got early tops. We got rollovers. We had a 30-minute break because Dog's controller broke and Cobra's NTC broke. We came back. We had 2 unbelievable matches, unbelievable games, and it ended with Dog winning. Safe to say that's probably, even with the delay, that's probably going to go on YouTube. I would put it on YouTube, but I guess it's up to the folks who run the YouTube. Tetris for Scooty, Tetris for Myles. Both players are virtually tied here on 118,000 points each. Peek is the folks that run the YouTube. Well, yeah, it's up to the folks being Peek. Yeah. You know, Summer, I have a hunch. I have a hunch that it'll get cut. I have a gut feeling that the 30 minutes will be cut. Which is unfortunate. We had some great talk. We had some great discussions. But c'est la vie. 211 for Myles, 190 for Blue Scooty. Scooty will now take the lead on 213. And there's been virtually nothing to separate these two so far in this game, as now we're approaching about 50 lines in. Hi, Colin. The Irishman speaking French. Oh no, someone was impressed that I managed to pronounce coup d'etat earlier. I don't know who it was. A versatile and learned man, our Adam is. Thank you, Summer. Indeed. I suppose, if you say so, I guess. You're speaking French better than many English speakers? I mean, I didn't do French in, I didn't do French when I was in school, but it's something that, like, I've been meaning to, like, properly learn. I might take a language. I might, like, do, like, a Duolingo French. And then I'll come to CTWC France, and I'll do French comms, or try to, at least. I'm probably embarrass myself, but it's okay. We all live and learn. Tetris for Myles is in the lead on 397. Scooty responding with a Tetris of his own, 375. Both players are about 70 to 80 lines through level 18 here. Poor Martz. Tetris for Myles. He tries, yeah. Adam speaks French better than I can speak Latin. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's what I've heard about French. The grammar is one of the hardest parts about it. But I've always wanted to learn French, so I mean, if my pronunciation is decent enough, I suppose I'll give it a go. And I'll get some Duolingo lessons going. Ooh, Scooty 475, Myles 511. Myles with a bit of a tricky board here, but getting some nice burns to bring this down. Tetris for Scooty 497. And Myles getting a perfect double timing there with a double line clear for the long bar to fill in and bring the stack back down. Myles has gotten back down to the bottom of the stack. Scooty is Tetris ready on row 2. And there's the long bar. Scooty now takes the lead on 549, Myles 532. Considering how most French people butcher it, French grammar is difficult. I see. Because, like, I learned Spanish when I was in school, but I didn't enjoy it that much. Myles goes to level 19 on 582. Scooty 619. Booyaka, booyaka. As now we enter into level 19. And Scooty is Tetris ready. So is Myles. Tetris for Scooty up to 648. Myles 633 now on level 20. Isn't English considered one of the harder languages to learn? Oh boy, English. English is fun, isn't it? I mean, it's probably all because, like, the words, like, words that sound and are spelt the same are pronounced completely differently. Like, imagine a non-native English learner trying to, like, learn that stuff. It's probably a nightmare. Using words like car park and flavor. Yeah. Tetris for Scooty 762, Myles 723. Trying to keep focused on this match while everyone is focusing on language discussion, which I'm more than happy to facilitate. I love the diverse interests of everybody. But we're on level 22 now, so I'm focusing on the game just that tad bit more. Scooty's on 790, and a bit of a drought does get the well open just in time for the Tetris, now on 822. Myles 810. This is incredibly close between both these players. Did Cobra win? Nope. Dog completed the reverse sweep in 2 of the greatest games I think I've seen. I think that was genuinely, like, my favorite match that I've ever commentated. Like, that was incredible. Even with the delay. It doesn't matter. I still loved it. Tetris for Scooty, 916, 904 for Myles. Both players now on level 25. Less than a Tetris separating them. Scooty with another Tetris. Myles has to use the long bar to help get the well back open. Use another for the Tetris. Oh, and Scooty misses the tuck with the J piece there, but getting some nice burns. A nice double there. Now set up for a dirty Tetris. Gets the dirty Tetris in column 9. Yeah, I agree with that. Good guy Adam cares about the Tetris action. Exactly. I always care about the Tetris action. If I didn't care, why would I be here? That's how I feel. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. Because no matter what the match is, you always got to put 100%. Myles is on 1.04, Blue Scooty 1.06. Both players have reached max out. Myles had a dirty Tetris set up, opts to take a couple burns instead. Tetris for Myles now on level 29, 1.1. Scooty 1.143. So 40,000 points separating them, about a Tetris at this speed. As now both players get through the rest of the levels. Tetris for Myles, Tetris for Scooty. Scooty now ahead by a Tetris here. As Myles' board is starting to climb, the Myles needs the long bar, gets the long bar over, but a bit of a messy board that Myles has to deal with here. Currently on 1.18, Scooty 1.19. And oh, Myles tried to go for the dirty Tetris! Wasn't able to get the long bar over, tops it at 1,188,000. That means Scooty will take game number 2. And folks, we are now at match point. Myles with a must-win situation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Starting with an L, an I, and a square. And it will be Myles who gets the first Tetris, Scooty following right behind. But yeah, as I was saying, I've shouted out all these things. Matcherino, the channel, the viewers. But if you're interested... Oh yeah, and I've shouted out my own event, Tetris Boss Battles as well, which is on at 9 p.m. on Saturday, 9 p.m. UTC my time. It's gonna be great, trust me. Well, the main event is 7:30 UTC for the mini boss matches. If you're interested in following along, you can also hit me up with a follow by using the command !AdamIrish. That takes you to my Twitch page. I restream matches from all across the Tetris world almost every single day. Whether it is CTM community matches, classic Tetris League matches in other divisions, or even TNP divisions, or friendlies, or my own events. I try to do a restream at least once a day if I can. It's always great, and I try to put in the same energy as I do here. Thank you guys for all the support that you've given me this stream, and let's continue this match. Myles in a bit of a pickle here, needs a long bar, covers the well. Scooty leads on 139, Myles 121. Myles gets rid of the long bar dependency and doing some very nice digging here, and of course Myles is going to be fine, even though he was quite high up, and as a 700k player, that kind of height gives me anxiety when I play on 18. These are seasoned professionals. These are the best of the best, and they've been in those situations hundreds of times before. So if you see a super grandmaster playing ridiculously high up, doing things that shouldn't be possible, just know that it's probably completely normal to them. And we should all feel inferior and bow before our Tetris overlords, Myles and Blue Scooty. Tetris for Scooty to go to 259, Myles 226. Tetris and normal in the same sentence. Exactly, it's the most normal game. Nothing unusual ever happens in Tetris, as we know. Just for Myles to go to 297. Scooty still holding the lead by 17,000 points. 314. Scooty can extend that with the Tetris there. Both players with clean stacks. Myles has a tuck and gets it set up with the J piece there. Tetris for Myles. Scooty putting a little bit of pressure on the well here, but in control of the board, getting the pieces necessary to get the well back open. Tetris ready. There's the long bar. Tetris for Scooty, who now also has a dependency in column 1 there. Covers the well. Well, the long bar comes next, which, of course, Tetris moment. That just always happens. And, of course, you feel comfort in knowing that it even happens to the best of them. Myles with a Tetris to go to 419. Scooty on 375,000 points. And a Phantom Tetris set up for Scooty. And a Dirty Tetris for Scooty. Row 6 there. And have Scooty set up on the left well. Tetris for Myles to go to 443. Scooty looking to get that left well back open. Does get it back open. Is Tetris ready? There's the long bar. Tetris for Scooty on the left well there. 427. Myles leading 467. And I gotta say, you guys are troopers. We've been here for 3 hours, 16 minutes, and there's still 100 of you watching. I can't be more thankful of that. And I'm sure the team can't be more thankful of that. You guys have been absolute troopers through everything. Who has been here since Tugi Ramations? Show yourselves in the chat if you've been here since the beginning. Tetris for Myles, Tetris for Scooty, 560 for Myles, 483 for Scooty. Myles leading by 3.5 Tetrises here. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to SDA. Shout out to Pseudo. Shout out to Brutch Pilot. Shout out to you all for staying here since the beginning. And shout out to you as well, even if you've just joined. I'm glad to have you here. Tetris for Myles. Scooty is Tetris ready as well, waiting for the long bar. Long bar still waiting. 14 pieces. There it comes. Tetris for Scooty up to 605, and another Tetris for Scooty. 631 to close the gap on Myles down to 30,000 points. Now within about just over a Tetris and change here. And Scooty's now set up for a dirty Tetris. Column 4, row 4. And the Tetris for Scooty. And gets the well back open as well. Myles still leading by a Tetris. Tetris for Myles there. To go to 719. Scooty 689 with that Tetris there. I appreciate that a lot, Summer. Thank you so much for the kind words. I usually, 3 hours is a lot. I usually kind of tire out at this point, but considering the fact it's 1 a.m., I feel fine. Honestly. But, yeah. Both players have tied on 778. Only Burns breaking the deadlock. Tetris for Scooty will break the deadlock there on 808. Myles 785 doing a little bit of cleanup here. Gets the well back open with that double. Very nice vision there. Tetris for Myles. Oh, I suppose vision's helped with the glasses, but that goes both ways for both players. Both have glasses, of course. I mentioned this as to be the glasses rivalry at the beginning of the stream. But both players showing that it's more than just that it's just a battle of just pure and utter Tetris ability here. And both showing that they are indeed the best of the best. Tetris for Scooty, 909, now taking the lead by 2 Tetrises. Myles on 837, still digging through here. And Scooty now going to level 26, 942. No Irish accent. Myles asked me not to, and I will respect Myles' wish. And if any player... I said at the beginning of the stream, if any player doesn't want me to do the accent for donations, that's fine by me. I completely understand if someone doesn't want an over-exaggerated Irish accent in their ear while they're trying to focus on a game. That's understandable, and I don't take any offense to it. In fact, I encourage people to tell me, at least, so I don't feel guilty about it afterwards. But yeah, no offense, Myles. No offense taken, Myles. Tetris for Scooty, 1.17. Myles on 901. A dirty Tetris for Myles there, and opens up the left well, and a left well Tetris for Myles. What a sequence to go into transition. 974. Scooty's on 1.13. 4 Tetris lead here. Scooty is now Tetris ready. Tetris for Scooty going to level 30. 1.16. Myles 986, now 995. Myles Tetris ready. There's the Tetris max out level 30. 1.03 to 1.1. Alejo telling me to circumvent the restriction that Myles has placed upon me by doing a Scottish accent, which, no thanks. I can't do a Scottish accent. Ask 7-Page Wilson. He'll be able to give you a good Scottish accent. Oh, Scooty's in a bit of trouble here. A couple of misdrops of the S piece there, but brings the board back down. Myles in trouble. Can't get the long ball over. Oh no! Myles tops out at 1.06. And the opportunity for a perfect league season for Myles is up in smoke as Scooty takes game number 3 and pulls off a sweep to keep his perfect season hopes alive. GG's to both players. GG's to Myles, GG's to Scooty. We're gonna let Scooty mull this out, of course. The victory lap for the champion of this match. Tetris for Scooty. Let's see how high Scooty's score can get here. Scooty getting the well back open. My goodness, Tetris in column 7. Won't be able to score Tetris from this, but we'll hope to get that triple down. At least gets a nice split double. Let's see. Scooty, I believe, can still get a rollover here. 3 Tetris is up for grabs. There's 1. There's 2. Scooty's board's starting to fall apart a little bit. We're not going to quite get the 1.6, but still level 38. And Scooty has swept Myles to take the set. GG's to both of you. You played amazingly. All 6 players played amazingly. And I think that one's for the history books, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. Number 1 of this match in Division 1B. Best of luck to both players. We're going to get underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Just let it slide, says Dog. No, you knew the first piece was an S. You're a cheater. You're a stinking cheater, dog. How dare you? Your entire Tetris career is invalidated because of one minor mistake. K9 watching Tetris, thank you for the 3, 2, 1 bit saying go dog go. Imagine that to like the tune of Johnny Be Good, which I'm not gonna bother singing. You should know how Johnny Be Good goes. It's a classic. Rest in peace, Chuck Berry. What is Johnny Be Good? Johnny Be Good is a classic rock and roll song made by Chuck Berry about a man deep down in Louisiana close to New Orleans. You should sing it? Okay, if we get to 1,000, if we get to K9 watching Tetris with the 74-31 contribution to bring us to $900 in the prize pool. And you know exactly what that means, ladies and gentlemen. We have returned for another episode of the true AdamIrish experience. We're back, and we're better than ever. Good to see everybody. How are you doing? No, I don't know anything about Back to the Future. Don't know. We don't have movies in Ireland. We just have farms and sheep. That's all we have. But yeah, thank you very much to K9 watching Tetris for the 74 American dollars to the prize pool to bring us up to 900. Dog is leading on 260,000 points. Cobra 224 at this early stage of the Tetris game here. Both players about 50 lines in. And it's a Tetris for Dog playing Tetris. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. He is indeed playing the game how it should be played. Meanwhile, Cobra here is currently on 234,000. Tetris ready. And there it is, Tetris for Cobra. But Dog is still holding on to about, let's see. Oh, I was about to do the maths in my head, but I suppose it did it for me. Nestor's champs coming to the rescue. About 3 Tetrises and a bit of change there. But for anyone who's a first-time viewer to the AdamIrish experience, every 100 to the prize pool I will show up. Hope is saying Dog's injury healed. I didn't even know he was injured, to be honest, but I suppose so. I suppose so. I suppose it is true. Tetris for Dog to go to 424. 348 for Cobra here. And Dog with a line clear there to set up the top with the D piece, which is exactly what he gets. Tetris ready. Tetris for Cobra to go to 395. And Tetris for Dog to respond right after 450. Another Tetris for Dog going to 473, 100 lines in, now above an 80% Tetris rate. My goodness, that is quite a high. That's a higher number than I think most people in my village can count to. It's quite impressive. It's a number that's higher than the population of my village. Which, of course, if you're a long-time viewer, you will know that the population of my small Irish village is -2. That's right. It's in the negatives. It's that small. It's mostly just sheep. Cobra, I don't know why you find that funny. It's not funny at all. It's quite lonely, actually. It's quite a lonely existence. $567 for Dog and $511 for Cobra. Both players in a bit of an unfortunate drought, but Cobra will get it just in time for the Tetris 21-piece drought. Dog also seeds the other side of it. Cobra is now on level 19. Both players are on level 19 with 640 and 564 respectively. Ron with a $1.69 contribution. He always has to do it, doesn't he? Ron always has to ruin good round numbers. You know, it's very difficult for me to count higher. Like, round numbers are good, because you can pronounce them good. But I can't. 901.69. That's a mouthful when I'm trying to commentate a Tetris match. Be more considerate, Ron. But thank you. It goes into the pockets of the players after all, and that's all that matters. 720 for Dog, 648 for Cobra. Had to put the niceness back. The only niceness that I want you to put back, Ron, is to put some Guinness on the tap. That's what I need you to do. That is what niceness, quote unquote, would be. Tetris for Cobra to go to 712. Dog 732. Dog with a bit of a messy board and a misdrop of that J piece. Now needs some good pieces. Hangs a J. Oh no. Dog's in trouble. Tops out at 733. A disaster for the two-time world champion, and Cobra will take game number 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Cobra saying double rollover next game for sure. We shall see. But yeah, former 6th roommate. That is a solid top 5 proudest accomplishments of my restreaming career. causing Fractal to top out from being too Irish. Who can say that? Who can say that they've done that? I can. And that's the AdamIrish experience. We're award-winning, and we also cause world champions to end their game early. Of course, I'm joking. The pieces were horrible in that game, and Fractal couldn't really do too much to combat that, so... But I'll take the credit. Tetris for Cobra, Tetris for Dog. Cobra leading on 92,000 points. Dog 75,000 at this early stage. Cobra with a skim there on the board. Is Tetris ready? Dog with a slightly awkward board, but can get a long bar there to get a nice split double. Has a hole in row 5 and 6. And gets one uncovered and gets the other uncovered and the well back open. Nice digging by Dog. Is Tetris ready? Cobra taking a double there. As both players entering a drought here. It's going to be 21 pieces as Cobra gets the long bar, and so does Dog. 145 Cobra, 106 for Dog. Causing Fractal to lose a match is something most players can't claim. Exactly. Like, people always say, like, oh, one day I want to beat Fractal in a Tetris match. I didn't even need to play. I just did it through pure aura alone. That's why I won Best Restreamed Season 25. That's why. Because I have that dog in me. It was really funny though. It was really funny. But genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone who contributes to the Matcherino. Even if you're not doing it for the Irish accent and you're just doing it to be nice, thank you. It means a lot to both myself as a super streamer and to the players as well, as they will be able to earn more from playing really nice Tetris. 272 for Cobra, 229 for Dog. Both players are at the moment with clean boards. K9 just does it for the accent. That's the way to go. Cobra 295, Dog 275. Nice Vits for Cobra as well. Is Tetris ready? There's a long bar. Tetris for Dog and Tetris for Cobra. 318 for Cobra, 297 for Dog. What happened game one? Dog topped out. Cobra took the game. It was shortly after transition. Clearly, Irish accent made another world champion. Damn it, that made me think. I should have done it. Clearly, Irish accent. No. Oh god, I'm gonna take like the Infinity God. Oh no, Dog with the hang of that long bar. Dog's in trouble. Dog's gonna top out at 343. Disaster for Dog. And Cobra has taken game number 2. Cobra is one game away from a sweep against Dog. That's a disaster. Oh no. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Should have had you say the prize pool in the home language while you were Irishing. Yeah, we're now up to knee cage euro. That's 900. Or cage euro. Maybe that's what we'll do if we hit 1,000. I'll like try to incorporate some Irish language commentary. Yeah, we'll do that. If we can get to 1,000... Well, Pines, I was about to answer that question. We'll switch it up this time. If we get to 1,000, I'll incorporate some Irish language into my commentary. So we'll switch it up. So we'll give the Irish accent a little bit of a break, but we'll do some Irish language. None of you will have a clue what I'm talking about if we get there. Hello, Eyeball. You're tuning into some AdamIrish experience. That's what you're tuning into. Currently, Dog in the lead on 185, Cobra 166, so about a Tetris gap between the two. Curious saying, what the hell am I looking at? You are looking at some Tetris. You're looking at both players playing a game of Tetris. Oh yeah, and Dog is 2-0 down from 2 early top-outs. That's what happened. But Dog is still in this and still fighting. We're not going to pay it too much attention. This is game 3 of a potential 5. And if we know anything about Dog, we know Dog is capable of some truly special moments. And Dog is hoping to create another here. But Cobra is going to look to try to put this to bed in this game 3. But we shall see what happens. I'd say Cobra has better aura. Both players in a bit of a drought right now. Currently up to 23 pieces without a drought here. 25 is how long we had to wait, and both players will survive the drought and get the Tetris there. 307 for Dog, 249 for Cobra, as both players are entering the halfway mark. Another Tetris for Cobra. Dog taking a nice double there. And a single. 3 lines to burn to get the well back open. And there it is. Tetris ready. Tetris for Dog. 336. Cobra 275. I'm both saying 2 early top outs. Can I get an opponent like that, please? And Sidnev saying, meet me in CTM finals this month, bro. Free. I mean, that's a good offer from Sidnev, I'm not gonna lie. Just literally free. Free, easy, early top-outs in the game of Tetris. Who can complain? Or maybe it's reverse psychology and Sidnev actually means that it'll be free for her. And that she'll get into Eyeball's head. Bro is not a Dengler believer. $4.19 for Dog here. It was in a little bit of a drought, but got out of it fine and gets a couple nice pieces to get the well back open. Looking to get the well back open at least. And we'll do so with that double and single. Cobra's on 387. Tetris and a half down. I agree. If Noah can, if Noah's 29 game becomes top tier, like, it's over. It's over for the world. Not just Tetris, it's over for the world. The world would not be able to comprehend the scores that Noah would be able to get. It's something that would cause even the best of players to have nightmares. A scenario where Dengler is a god at 29. Both players are now on level 19. 525 for Dog, 489 for Cobra here. Tetris and a half lead. Tetris for Cobra now brings that down to half Tetris. And Cobra's immediately ready again. Dog is also ready for a Tetris. And Tetris for Cobra, Tetris for Dog. 552 Dog, 537 for Cobra. Sunny saying, if this match is how Cobra gets Super Grandmaster in CTW, that would be funny.